Dane again with STM Fab for the hot air axe, the server room exhaust system designed to keep your server room cooler as opposed to a air conditioning system. The hot air axe is a heat extraction exhaust tool, mounts in a 2x2 grid, intakes from all four sides at the ceiling where the hottest air is. Hot air rises, it accumulates at your ceiling. When the hot air axe turns on, we pull it from the side and exhaust it. When the thermostat's temperature that you set and select has been reached, the hot air axe turns off. It's that easy. Waits for your servers, create more heat, thermostat turns the system on, and it exhausts. It's just quite simply that. We've been testing for about 6 years now. We've settled on the fans that we used years ago, and we're quite happy with the performance. We've got 6-inch models, 435 cubic feet of heat removed in a minute, 0.7 amps, 110 volts, 2x2 grid, either horizontal exhaust like this one, or we also have the vertical exhaust. All right, straight up if you're free exhausting, if you have a lot of space above your suspended ceiling or drop ceiling. Outside your server room, if it spreads out and opens, you can just free exhaust, or if you have a attic, etc., that's well ventilated, you can just free exhaust. 6-inch at 435 cubic feet per minute. The 8-inch, this is the horizontal again, out the side. Vertical, both models available, 745 cubic feet of heat removed in a minute. All right, basically same design. This is the intake plate, pulls from the side. 1.7 amps, all right, removes 745 cubic feet of heat in a minute. The 12-inch, 1,060 cubic feet of heat removed in a minute. 3 amps, 110 volts like the rest of them. That's about the size of it. Low clearance models, if you're in an older building and you have a clearance problem between the drop ceiling and whatever else is above it, these fit in as little as 12 inches, all right, even less 10 inches. A little bit different fan, a little bit lower output. They're on the website if you have a clearance issue. When you get to hot air axe, you're going to install it, you're going to plan your exhaust, all right, whether you're free exhausting, as I said, or whether you're going to be ducting into a return air duct and returning it to the return air plenum. All right, this is what you're after visually, is a cold air return. All right, either perforated, could be an egg crate. Chances are it's got a circle in the middle. All right, if you're going to duct, you need to figure out how big that duct is, whether it's shining a flashlight in there if you can't see it, to see what diameter duct you have leaving or returning to the return air plenum. All right. Then we can make you up a Y. All right. Hook the Y in place. We'll adjust it to the 6, the 8, the 12-inch, and you can duct it out. Free air exhaust. If you have a large amount of space, you got a 200-foot server room, you got a 2,000-foot office with 3 feet of space above the drop ceiling, all right, that's 6,000 cubic feet of air to duct to, or to not to duct to free air exhaust to, all right, to heat exhaust to, I guess would be more appropriate. Anyway, the air, like everything else, cools as soon as it leaves its source. The second that it leaves that server, it starts to cool. You've got enough cubic feet above the drop ceiling, you can just duct it out over the rest of the ceiling and let it cool on its own. Again, if you're going to duct, you'll need the Y to the return air plenum. naturally, if you can duct to the outside, or if you have a single-story building, ducting to the wall, or just shooting it up into the attic if the attic is well ventilated or large enough, all right, where it can cool by itself, and the attic vents will take care of the rest of it. It'll shoot into the outdoors. Excuse me. Intake. Each hot air, vertical, horizontal, whatever, comes for your server room door or low in the wall. This is nothing more than a return air grill. This will pull the coldest air in from the floor of the office, all right, when the hot air axe is on. 2 of these are included in with the hot air axe. Mount them in the door, near the floor, in the wall, near the floor. All right, the idea is just like in big data center cooling diagrams that you will find on the internet, bringing the cold air in at the floor. The cold air at the floor is the coolest. There's a 5 to 6 degree temperature difference between the floor and the ceiling. Bring the cool air in at the floor, exhaust the hot air at the ceiling. All you're doing is creating a flow to keep your servers cooler without the worry, without the headache of an air conditioner, without the leaks, without the plumbing, without the without everything that goes with an air conditioner. Service agreements, noise, these are quieter than your air conditioning unit, chances are. All right. It's just a much more efficient way at like less than 10% of the operating cost of your air conditioner, and your initial cost is way down there also. I've heard astronomical fees for portable splits, moving cools, everything else with installations and things. This is mostly handyman stuff. You drop it, plan your exhaust. As you can see on each one, I can't reach that one, so I'll reach this one. We have a 3-prong plug. We call it the test pigtail. All right. It strangely plugs into a nice 3-prong extension cord, and with the low amperage, that's what it uses. Keeps it temporary so you can move it. If your lease is up, you can pull your hot air axe and take it with you to the new store, all right, or to the new office. I can't think of anything else to tell you. It's efficient, it's low cost, it's reliable. It is a fan in the special housing with a thermostat designed to last, keep your servers cooler, keep you worry-free, basically. If you're in a weekend shutdown situation, you will need to keep a smaller AC unit, all right, for when they shut down all the AC in your building. That's the hitch, all right. Other than that, if you've got that small AC unit, set the hot air axis thermostat so it comes on just before your air conditioning comes on, extending the life of that expensive AC unit that you have to have for the weekends if you're in a weekend AC shutdown. Extend the life of that AC, make it last forever. Use a hot air axe instead. It's a lot less cheaper, it's a lot more efficient. It's like 90% more efficient than an AC. The AC mixes the air. All right. The hot air axe only takes out the hot air at the ceiling, leaving the cooler air in the room where you need it for your servers. Any questions? Dane is my name with STM Fab. The phone number is 770-480-9913. If you have questions about space above your ceiling and I haven't answered them on the website, please feel free to call and question. Thanks much. Have a good one, and thanks for clicking in. Bye-bye.